having 2 chapters, and it now is changed to 1 chapter. In today's gospel, Jesus calls his disciples friends. He shifts in his understanding of who his disciples are. You are no longer servants, but friends. And what seals this friendship? It is to remain in his love, which is the fullness of God's love. We are to remain, we are to abide in his love through word and in deed. To know what this really means on our monastic journey, I do think we have to take the leap of faith and make the effort to live it daily. In other words, as we grow into this abiding, this remaining in Jesus' love, we will learn, we will experience the meaning of Jesus' words. I no longer call you servants, but friends. What does it mean to be his friend? If we tease out the metaphor of friendship as used in this gospel context, what comes to me is that there is, first of all, mutuality of being. His hearts, our hearts, mutually connected, mutually abiding, and he who is the wisdom of God breathes into our lives all that we need in a moment of time to live fruitfully, to live compassionately, to live as the situation warrants, as cunning as serpents and as gentle as doves. If Jesus lays down his life for us, then we are to do the same for one another. Now, we are not to literalize this saying into great heroic deeds. For to be heroic is perhaps the most difficult in those small daily encounters. And this martyrdom of the heart is central to the spiritual practice of the rule, which is both a school of the Lord's service and a school of charity. As Dom Christian of Atlas reminds us, it is not easy to be heroic on a daily basis. We are well aware that we are often caught off guard by the need for day-to-day courage. End quote. These daily heroics are before us when we are to love the person who I just had a conflict with. In our conflicts, would not resolution, forgiveness flow forth more easily if we, not our sister or brother, but ourselves, would take the first movement of laying down our lives in the midst of the conflict? Think about it. What fuels our conflicts? How much of the fuel is our power plays, our refusing to let go of our stubborn, egocentric need to be right, our little hurts which become mountains because we refuse to suffer them into life? Does not Jesus' love, our abiding in his love, help us to see the face of the other within the person before me? It seems to me that choosing to have love lead and guide us means we have to die first, to suffer first, for only then will we know what to say, what to do, how to meet the situation. God's wisdom, God's love, is not heard when the puffed up ego reigns in any situation. You are my friends, says Jesus, if you love as I love, if you choose to lay down your life for one another. I'd like to read a little poem from Christine Rogers, and the title is Choosing the Heart of Christ. We long so much to be with you, to bask in the solace of your grace, to dwell in your compassionate heart. But the world pulls and tugs. The world pulls and twists us away. We feel ourselves turning away. Bring us back, sweet Lord, bring us back to the peace only you can provide.